y'all today. Hold on. Hi sweet friend, welcome back to my channel. My name is Maylene Call from Mrs. Call's Campers. Today is Cookie Butter Monday. It's so funny, I am not caught up on vlogs. I will get caught up this week. I will. 100% I will. I have like 3 videos to edit and upload. But somebody left a comment this morning on my channel and I saw it when I was getting ready and they were like, I miss Cookie Butter Monday. And I was like, my heart is broken. But it is Cookie Butter Monday. Okay, we're here semi-early on a Monday. Over the weekend, I did order, wait a minute, these are different. That's okay. That's probably better that they're different. I had ordered these. They're the clear zip top pouches from Amazon. They look like this. And I really want to get like all of my seasonal kind of write the rooms and things like that organized here. Things that I will reuse year to year. Not like lesson plans and stuff, but just like seasonal type activities or like even like my writing center activities. I want to organize them well. So I ordered another pack of those. Oh, let me show you. You've already seen the vlog where I showed this, but just an example in case you missed it, like this. But I ordered another pack and they're different colors, which I guess is fine because then months can be different colors, but that's that. Who knows if you could even hear me over that loud plastic. Did I bring anything else? Oh, I brought snacks. I brought some squishers, like Go-Gurts from Trader Joe's, and some peppers. I didn't really bring lunch. I did not spend a ton of time being productive this weekend. Which, let me know how you guys feel, because most of the time I am the kind of person who really likes her weekends to be, my iPad is dead, that's wonderful. Really likes her weekends to be very relaxing and laid back and productive. But this weekend I spent every day just like hanging out with people and I was like, well, these weekends are nice too, and they really recharged me. Like this morning I just felt so recharged, but I'm also like, Maylene, you need to find a balance somewhere. So my iPad is dead. That's okay. My iPad is where I keep my planner. I sell my planner in my Etsy shop, but the good thing about the platform that I keep my planner on is I can access it from my phone. So I'm never without my planner if I do not want to be, which I think is really nice. And it's one of the things that I also really enjoy about digital planning. Here soon I might do another little plan with me video and kind of just keep it super short, maybe like 10 minutes, because I feel like I haven't done one in a while, and I especially haven't planned with you guys in my vlogs because I've been doing it at very random times. Normally every single Monday we have counseling, but our counselor is not here this week and I don't think she'll be here next Monday. So what I may do instead is some kind of like cosmic yoga and actually pull some groups to my back table. I feel like I've been saying this for the last few weeks, but I was just counting down the weeks we have left because I have so many things that I want to fit into them. And for school, we have like not that many weeks left. Hold on. When you think about it month-wise, yes, we have April and May, but when you think about it weeks-wise, like we have our spring break. So I'm gonna go ahead and actually count right now. Today's the 21st of March. So we have this week, next week. So that's 2. And then spring break, and then we have, that's not even this year. Hold on. Okay, let's count again. 10 weeks of school with like minimum days and everything not even accounted for. Like 10 weeks of school. 10 weeks, you guys. 10 more Mondays. Well, really 11 more Mondays. That's so sad to me. Especially, oh, okay, we're not going to do that. We are going to get ready for our PowerPoint this morning before I go on a crazy loophole that I do not want to go down. But anyways, I am trying to figure out how to fit everything I want to fit in. Also, I don't know if you could actually hear kids outside. I need to tell them to go. Hold on. Also, my outfit of the day is inspired by Emma, because she told me about these Old Navy dresses. I feel like me and Emma have similar styles, and these kinds of dresses are my favorite. They're like peplum ruffle dresses, but she posted that they were on sale for $12 and I didn't get it when it was on sale for $12. I got it like the next day, so that's sad. But this is what it looks like. And it has pockets. And it's pretty long, but this morning was a little chilly, so I put on leggings with it, but I love it. I love the color. They have other bright colors, but I was just feeling the brown. And it kind of matches my water bottle vibe. All right, so let's write a morning message for our kids. Okay, it's the end of the day. I've been productive. Kids got out an hour and a half ago. Maybe I have not been as productive as I thought I was being. Today was a pretty good day. Everything today went smooth. It went really well. My first graders were super successful with their writing, and my kinders were pretty successful during their math time too. I feel like everything just worked out today. Let's see what I can show you. I tucked my first graders writing inside of their little book that they have already. So I decided last minute I wanted to give them a paper to do like a draft on, and I had them use pencil and I was just helping them fix certain things and remind them of certain spelling patterns, because a lot of times when my first graders write on their own, and I understand it completely because they don't want to lose their train of thought, but they will write and they will skip so many letters. Like, they won't sit there and take the time to stretch every individual sound. They'll just try to write so they can keep up with their brain. Like, one of my girls was writing living room, and she had originally wrote LVNRM, like that was her living room. And when I sat there with her and stretched out living room, she could spell every single piece of it. So we went through and we went and I kind of sat with them, and I had one of my big pink pearl erasers, and very rarely do I erase their work and have them fix something. But because of the nature of how quickly we're moving through this, and just with how much we were going back and editing, I didn't want to see all of the marks for everything. I wanted them to be able to see exactly what they needed to write from their draft in their actual book. Here's an example of one girl's story. First, I was in my living room. I wanted to go outside. Next, I went to my room to put my flowers in a vase. Last, I got in trouble. My sister was telling on me. And with this one in particular, she doesn't have a lot of confidence in her writing. And so if I do any sort of, okay, well, let's stretch this out, she'd think she's done something wrong. Here's another first grader. First, my mom was driving me to the park. I felt happy. And for the second sentence where he said he felt happy, I was having to extend that. I was like, okay, well, tell me more, like maybe how you felt. Next we was at the park and I was playing in it. Last, my mom was driving me back home. And for the most part, this student was just rocking and rolling. I would kind of peek back in with him, but he was doing a phenomenal job. One of my students who could not even write a sentence at the beginning of the year. So this is exciting, but I had them do just a really quick draft page. I literally made it in 2 seconds and had one of my kids grab it from the printer. They're going to take their sentences next time we're together, and they're going to actually put them in their book, probably with something that we can see really well, some kind of marker, maybe like those fine point Crayola markers, and they will do that. So the writing was successful. When we went into centers, normally I have certain groups that I will call and do, and I'm going to do that for the rest of the week, but I wanted to go ahead and get all of my kinders who are ready for beginning blends. We've been working on them. I called them all back to my table. 1 or 2 of them wasn't here today, but we just did this paper. So beginning blend sort at my back table. Really only one of them had trouble with it, so that was good. And then this is another thing I did with one of my first graders. We just finished up one of these, we finished up one of these worksheets we had been working on. They're CBC words. And I also pulled some of my low kinders to my back table to work on more alphabet, phonemic awareness, just hitting it as hard as we can. I need empty hands. You need to show me you're ready to learn. Okay, we're gonna practice some more with our blends. Do you remember the secret about our blends?
Yes.
What's the secret?
If they get into my they get smushed together.
They get smushed together, right? Our blends, if they spend too long in the blender, they get smushed together. We're gonna practice some blends that have the sound at the beginning. Say, what letter would I expect? What letter?
S.
An S, right? We're gonna work with blends that start with the
S
sound, like or we're gonna practice. Excuse me. If he's talking to you, I want you to give him the quiet symbol. Okay. We're gonna practice our blend. Cut all the way across. King will ring the gong. Do you know what this is a picture of?
I'm gonna use it.
That is a van. Strong choice for books over here. That's okay. That's okay. Ham. Tag. Bat. I want you to put your finger on the first blend right here. We're gonna say each sound and we're gonna blend it. Put your finger under the first letter. Wait for me. Ready? Under the first letter. The letter, not the box, the letter. Ready? Let's say the sound. Like in the word stinky. Smile. Smile. Are you working right now? No, you're listening. You are going to start sorting your pictures, and if you're not sure what a picture is, you can give your thumb, and I will help you. Stinky, nice job. Skunk. Hold on. Wait, which one? This one? What is it? A skunk. Yes, there you go. Yeah, I hear a stove. Wow, kindergarten. This one could be the word smell. This one is actually going to be the word smell. So if you put it under st for stinky, can you move it down to the sm for smell? All right, so we are going to switch it, and we're going to work with 2 of our secrets today. Good, and we're going to work with our ing, ang, ong secret, specifically the ing. How do I spell ing? I-N-G. I-N-G spells ing. So we're going to be working with both of these. Stop switching that middle vowel. Beautiful. Sounds for rip. Switch it. Good.
I do not know what I'm doing.
Wow, okay. Next one. Say ring.
Ring.
Tap your sounds. You have ing, p. We need ing. Yep. That pink hat. Good. Make sure this A is lowercase a. Excellent. Oh, so close. This letter is J. Say J. J.
I didn't learn your ABC.
Do not be rude to your friend. K says k. Like a key. Yeah. So you're gonna sort.
Like you forgot your key.
Yeah, if you forget your keys when you're going somewhere, you're gonna work on sorting the pictures, like the kite, and the j pictures, like a j jellyfish. All right, my friend, you are going to work with the letters.
I.
Not an I. It's a Y. Okay. See, we're all still learning, right? Y says y. We go down to the basement and make a hook, okay? Trace it and put a dot. Yeah, my friend. Good job. You try. Right here, trace it. Yes, ma'am. See a dotted line? Let me see. Can I see? Oh, that's okay. We just got to remember. Here, I'll color this yellow so you remember where to start, okay? Will that help your brain? Nice job. Yes.
Come yellow.
That was perfect. I'll give you a yellow star. Say bug.
Bug.
Do it with me. Bug. 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 Okay, ready? Let's do another one. And look at me too. Ready? Don't say it. Add. Sack. R. Car. Oda. Yoda.
You're funny.
I'm funny?
Yeah.
Why am I funny?
Oh, that's funny.
Oh my goodness, I love what I'm seeing. After you have cleaned up your center really well, would love to check your papers. Did you finish all your center work though? Let me see. You did, and you even colored it nicely. You were in word work, right? Nice job. I love it. And your handwriting looks so good. Hands on top.
Everybody stop.
My friend took his time with his handwriting. Say go, Dan. Here, take it. My friend got all his beginning sounds. Say go, Dan. Look at you, buddy. I'm so proud of y'all today. Hold on. For math, my first graders did some more work with place value just in their center, just making puzzles and recording that. But our actual math lesson today for first grade was all about graphing. We did this. They were obsessed with it. They thought it was so fun. They loved it. And this again is from my fave, Miss Giraffe. And tally marks, right?
Yeah.
And a tally mark is a way to show data. Say data.
Dada.
Tally mark is a way to show data. When we use tally marks, we count by, let's practice whisper counting. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. What's at the top?
Title.
The title. Love those listening ears. And on the side is where we put the labels and then our data. Do you remember when we did the Skittles?
Yeah.
On St. Patrick's Day, the colors were at the bottom. We labeled them red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple. And on the side, we counted how many. This was our data. And we colored it in. The first important part about making a graph is asking a question. Say asking a question.
Asking a question.
It's fun, isn't it? The question is, what animals are at the pond? What are some animals you see?
I see ducks.
Ducks, turtles, fish, and frogs are the animals at the pond. Graphs start with a question. Graphs start with a question. Graphs start with a question. Nice job. Are you ready to collect some data for your graphs?
Yes.
All right. If you are ready, I want you to get crayons and come back. How many frogs?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay. And then how many do we need over here?
How many?
Yeah, there you go. On your frogs, okay?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah. Who can point to the tally chart? Yep, right here. Have a seat. Who can point to the bar graph? Nice job. Who can point to the labels on the bar graph? What can we say about our data? If we look at our chart, what do we know? What can you tell me about the animals at the pond? There are frogs, fish, ducks, and turtles. What else can you say? There is a lot of fish. How many fish are there?
2.
There are 2 fish. Nice job. What else can you tell me about our data? There is a lot of turtles. There are the most turtles, right?
Yeah.
There's more turtles than any other animal. Which animal has the least? The fish which has the most?
The turtle.
The turtles. Which animals have 5? Which are there 5 animals?
Frog.
The ducks and the frogs, they have the same. All right.
5.
Yep, nice job. Graphing would be a really fun, like, transformation idea. We're doing a shapes transformation in the next couple of weeks anyway, but graphing would be a really fun one because you could have them like hunt things around the room to like graph and collect data with. I think that'd be really fun. Graphing's one of those skills where it's pretty simple. I mean, there's a lot of things that go in it and it's pretty simple, so I don't necessarily want to waste like a ton of time on it, but I'm glad they're having fun. And then kinder, we did just some basic teen numbers. We're gonna practice counting with our teen numbers. Teen numbers is a 10 and some more. We're just going to say the numbers. Say it with me. Ready? 19, 18. Oh, it's upside down.
I don't know that number.
Hold on, because it's upside down. 12 is a 10, and how many more?
2.
2 more. 12. 13.
4.
Nope, don't guess. 17. You're going to make tiny little Play-Doh balls. So you're going to rip a little piece and make a little ball. At the top of our 10 frame. 1, 2. No, not that tiny. 4, 5, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Awesome job. First grade. Good. How many do you have so far?
6. Let's go with 5.
Keep going.
Let's go with 6.
Keep going.
7, 2, 4. I have to make this 4.
Now you're going to take your ball and you're going to count them. 1,
Well, that's me.
2, 3. And that was it. Went ahead and got these prepped in this little baggie. Fits laminated sheets, but I did have to trim like the side edge of these so it could zip at the top because it was just a little bit too tall. But I love this organization. This is like my new favorite organization. I am obsessed with it. And this little zipper, zip top closure, before I had trimmed the pieces, I had tried to close it and it popped off, but luckily it pops right back on. And I am just going to, from now on, sort all of my things in here that get prepped by either me or my aide. I've got questions, we can graph answers. I've got the little posters. Who is this? This is from Miss Giraffe as well. So we talked about this some today too, but I am enjoying this. I'm hoping I can get some kind of filing system more skills-based, and then I want to do bins for like monthly themes. So that's what that is for. Hello, good morning. Today is Tuesday. Not here super early this morning. Kids will be in here in about 15 or so minutes. I am just going to look over my plans for today. I did charge my iPad last night so I can kind of see. Oh, I didn't even fill out my plans. Well, I know what I'm doing based on my monthly plans. Based on this, I have this all mapped out. So we're reading Florette. My aide prepped the little cards for me. I don't have anchor chart paper, so I might just put them up on my whiteboard with magnets. I mean, that's exactly what I'm gonna have to do. And then we're just continuing all the lessons we've been doing. Continuing writing, continuing using graphs, continuing teen numbers. I did also order some more things on Amazon last night. And where's my phone? I just had it. I was talking to Kenzie. I did order some more things on Amazon last night. And the nice thing, I think I've mentioned it before, but the nice thing about having like TPT and Etsy and affiliate links like my iWords and my ESGI and all of that is I have extra income, and some of that income I always put towards my classroom because I don't know, I feel lucky to have people who want to support me as a teacher, and so I want them to also be able to support my students so I don't feel as bad if I find something online that I really want to buy. So last night I was talking on my Instagram stories about how I like to follow a lot of teachers in Australia. I just, for some reason, their classrooms are so intriguing to me, and a lot of the teachers I follow in Australia do have kind of like a Montessori vibe. Like they're not full Montessori, but very inspired, and so it's inspiring to me. And I was following this one teacher. She's year ones of fun. Here's her Instagram feed right here. Which it was funny because she said, "Oh my gosh, I can't believe you found me because I watch your YouTube channel." So hi, if you're watching, I love your Instagram page. I was asking her about where she got certain things, and I ordered this little called a tap game, and it's like a hammer, a cork mat, and shapes, and they like build things. So it looks like this, you can see, but it's got like a hammer and like you can have these little cards and they build things. And I was like, you know what, that'd be great for shapes. That would be so much fun. It's simple, it's not super expensive. And then I also found something really neat for teen numbers that I want to buy. Well, I did buy it. But you can slide these little wooden things and you can like see the 10 and not see the 10. Then I got these because I want to use them as story stones because the stones are actually expensive. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of story stones. You can look it up on Pinterest. But yeah, so I just bought a few extra things. I want to say thank you again if you support me in any way, shape, or form. Even if you don't directly donate to my classroom or from my Amazon wishlist, you're still supporting me by watching my videos, and I really, really appreciate it. So okay, do I want to plant sunflower seeds this Friday or next Friday? I'm going to do some thinking. I'm going to write the morning message and get started with my day. So we'll see what you see today. Her mother said she could make a new garden, but there was no room among the crowded buildings. Where did she move to?
City.
She moved to the city. I don't see a lot of space here for gardening.
No dirt or anything.
How do you think she would want to follow that apple tree bird?
So she could get to an apple tree.
So she could maybe get to an apple tree? Why does she want to find an apple tree? Because so she can have fun. That's what she likes, right?
Yeah,
She didn't see any trees in her city. Where is it? She didn't see any trees in her city. She's having to draw them with chalk and draw them on boxes. She's really hoping that this bird will lead her to what? A tree. She just wants to see nature. Into a leafy forest. It says closed. But I'm going to bring the book around to you because I want you to look really carefully at this picture and see if you notice where the bird went. Inside, there's a little window and the bird flew inside. A small jar with enough space for a plant to grow. And what is happening on this page? That, oh, look, there's a bird in our window. That's so funny.
Aww. Oh,
It's never happened before.
Really?
No.
Maybe
We cannot let the bird in. Hopefully the bird will figure out to go the other way.
Oh, so the book is...
The book is what?
It's like we were reading the book and then
It kind of feels magical.
mouth. It kind of feels like we're in the book.
Alright, so what happened when she brought her tiny treasure, her tiny plant home? What happened?
Everyone came.
Yeah, lots of friends. Thank you for sitting on your bottom. Lots of friends came. I want you to make an inference about May's new friends. How do you think she made these new friends? Because we don't know. They just showed up. She said maybe people saw her with these new plants and maybe they asked, can I water your plants? Can I see your plants? Yeah, that's a good inference. Way to think about this story. Okay, our read aloud is done. And I think I mentioned this maybe in my last vlog or 2 vlogs ago, but it's so exciting to be at the point in the year where I remember teaching some of these read alouds last year because I started these retell kits that I use last year with my kindergartners. I didn't have any anchor chart paper today, so we just did it on the whiteboard, which is fine. These kits are from Primary Scouts, but I remember all of these read alouds that we did last year. I know you can barely see me. But I was going to say, I've noticed even with my own teaching and doing these read alouds with my kids, doing one main read aloud a week, even me as a teacher, I have gotten so much better about the way that I do my read alouds, because my first year of teaching, we did IRAs, we did interactive read alouds, and a lot of it was science or social studies based, and that's how we would integrate it into our literacy block, which I love. It was a lot of planning beforehand and like writing out the questions, and on this page we asked this question, on this page we asked this question. It was very set in stone, and I think maybe coming up with some of those read aloud questions and like having other teachers brainstorm together to do that was helpful. But I think just in like this year or 2 that I've been on my own kind of doing these read alouds, I've grown a lot better in my questioning and the way that I present things and the way that I have them think about the story. I've just noticed that growth in myself. So it's really exciting, and I also wanted to share that with you guys because if you're a first-year teacher and your teaching of a read aloud does not sound like this without those questions written out on Post-it notes, that's okay. It's all part of the process. It's all part of how you grow. And the more read alouds that you do, the more you're going to realize there are certain things you can pick up on in books and certain patterns that you can pick up on and pull out and show your kids. And I think the more interactive you make it with the kids, the better the read aloud will be. Because if you remember a couple weeks back when we were reading Hair Love, my friends were making connections to the story that I hadn't even thought of. They were making connections with the illustrations in the story, so I think there's a lot to gain even from just including your students as much as possible and making that interactive read aloud as interactive as you can instead of just reading the book. So I wanted to share that. Okay, today was such a fun day. I feel like whenever I have a bunch of kids out, I've said this before, it stinks because they're out, but it also is so nice to just be able to focus on like a set amount of kids. So it has been nice having a small class right now, and it's not even like every one of my kids are sick. I've had some who are sick, I have some who just are getting checked out for some reason or another, but I've been having a pretty small class, so that has been helping my sanity. So some of us have been writing our personal narratives with me, and some of you have been drawing your personal narratives. If you were drawing last time, you're going to be writing this time. Let me see.
I want to see where my auntie.
Your auntie.
I really want to see the video of the bird.
I'll put it on Dojo for you guys. Okay, turn to your first page. My kindergartners working at that table, this is quiet drawing time. I don't want you talking to your partner. I want you focusing on your story. Quiet drawing time. Good. Your first page, I want you to think of your sentence on your first page. Quietly think, what are you going to say? Okay, I was riding. Okay, I want you to say your sentence and tap your lines. Just say your sentence. What is your sentence going to be, my friend?
I
was going
was getting my Bike.
All right. Capital. Oh, should we do our writing superstar song? I'm a writing superstar. 5 big goals I know by heart. Capital letter always first. Fingers, spaces between words. Sound it out the best you can.
Punctuation at the end. Go back and check. We do our best.
What? Beautiful coloring. You're going to color the whole picture now, okay? Great job. So when you're writing, after every single word, you're going to go back and check. I was going. That way we don't get confused, okay? All right, if you don't know how to spell a word, you can look it up in your sight word dictionary and sound it out the best you can. Okay, go ahead. Say going without the ing. Go. Do you know how to spell go? Yep, I was go. And then we can add our ing. My friend, are you playing right now instead of working? So you're using your playing time.
Tyler just showed me where all the lights are.
Okay. Are you ready? Was.
W.
Good. Now how can we make that say going? Good. You can go. Oh, you want to sit here? How can we say going? Yes! Go. Do you remember how to spell ing? Do you want to see the secret? Ing. Where's ing? Yep. Where's ing?
I-N-G.
I-N-G. Let's go back. To play basketball. Good. That says bic. Make it say bike.
Hot. And I was
Balloon
place.
Okay, so air is going to actually be one of our vowel teams. When 2 vowels go walking, the first one does the talking. So we need to look for a vowel team that has what letter first for A or A. Do you see one of these vowel teams that has A first? A is second. Which one has A first? Yeah, that one. We're going to use this vowel team. AI is going to say A. Do you see how the A has the microphone? Go ahead, AI. Color the background too. Let me see. Yep, color the background. Keep going. My wife. Good.
O.
Yep, oh.
And
Good. Bike. Can you make your D tall?
is this no?
Good. Yep, perfect. I was riding my bike and it was my first time. It was. This uses one of the secrets that we just talked about with first grade. Can I show you? These letters here, when they get together, they sing a song like this. C-E, C-I, C-Y, and they make our sound. Do you hear the sound in place? I hear it too. We're going to use C-E to spell that sound. C-E, C-I, C-Y. Okay, wait for me.
Daddy.
Nice job. And then make sure you have everything you need for your sentence.
But do I write number 1?
Yeah, you can. Good. And there is a blend at the end. First. Yeah, you heard it.
I know.
I got ready to go up in the sky.
Okay, this is a helper.
Yep, whose help do we need?
Mommy.
Yes, ma'am. Let me tell you what, these kindergartners are working so hard. They're even using secrets that I've taught mostly with just first grade. Is that not incredible? So good. Table, she was stretching her words. Oh my goodness, let's see this one. It's my first time. Can you believe that?
Yeah.
That's incredible. What? Look at this. Ooh. I was going to the hot air balloon place. Look at how hard these kindergartners are working. We did centers, we did coupons, we did math. I'm sure I'll show you all of those clips. Everything I think went really well, flowed really nicely. So you need to figure out a way to make a sentence have the word bubbles and apples. And you need to figure out how to make a sentence have the word slippery and...
She's got the easiest one.
What's this one?
Muddy.
Muddiest and slippery. I think you can think of a sentence that has those because mud is.
I blow bubbles. Then eat apples.
Okay, see, you did it. Ready? I blow bubbles, then eat apples. But it's time for math. Math. Time for math. Time for math. Time to have a good attitude. Have a good attitude. Have a good attitude. Have a good attitude. Okay. This is called a what?
Tally mark paper.
A tally mark paper. Good. We call it a graph. There actually aren't any tally marks on here, but it is still called a graph. Say graph.
Graph.
Can you point to the word graph on your paper? Do you see the secret of this word?
PH.
PH is graph. Okay.
phone calls.
Graphs start with a question. Graphs start with a question. What do you think the question was for this graph? How many people like it? Like different sports, right?
Yes.
On your graph, there is a title. Can you find the title of your graph?
Yes, right here.
Good. This is the title of the paper. Where's the title of the graph? Yep, right here. It says, our class's favorite sports. That's the title of our graph. So they were trying to find which sport their class liked the most. My friends take so long to pick colors.
I really want to
It sounds like you don't like my singing, but I'm gonna sing anyway because I think you do like it.
As long as it's a big
Okay, 5, 4. I'm pick right. 3, 2, 1. Caps on back. All right, we're gonna read it together. Ready?
Number 1.
Look at number 1.
How many
Hold on. Wait. Wait.
baseball the most?
Hold on. Okay, but I want to read it together. Ready? How many kids like baseball the most? Okay, circle number 2. Circle number 2. How many kids are in our class?
21.
That's how many kids are in our class. We're going to find out how many kids are in their class. How can we figure out how many kids there were? Count what?
All of them.
All of them. Okay, I want you to whisper count all of the All right, did you connect and circle? Circle how many are left. How many more? More kids.
Use a normal
2 more kids.
It's called 3.
Kindergarten, we have been working with making what? What kind of numbers? Teen numbers is a 10 and?
Some more.
Teen numbers is a 10 and?
Some more.
Teen numbers is a 10 and?
Some more.
Some more. I'm going to give you some cubes. All right, are we making 10?
Yeah.
Ooh, smart thinking to color your crayons first.
Oh, is this white?
Yep, that's white.
I think we're missing some pieces.
Can't fix them. You got to fix it with the remote. That's cheating.
Oh, yummy. Ice cream.
You got food.
I do it again, baby. Because
Nope, don't fix them. Let her figure it out. Hold down the side button so he turns. And then push up. And that's for you. Yep, you got it.
Watch.
I need you to be working. Nice job. I don't feel like today is a chatty day on the vlog because I have stuff that I need to do. I think I'm going to fire up my laminators and I think I'm going to get started on painting my windows because I need to let the white coat dry. So you'll see how that turns out eventually. But today was a good day. Good morning. Today is Wednesday, and I know it's Wednesday because I came in through the office this morning, and Wednesdays, of course, are my morning duty days. And I've only forgotten one time, and my principal emailed me, and he was like, don't forget your morning duty. This was like last week. And then today when I come in, he's like, Maylene, and I said, good morning. He said, happy Wednesday, and I was like, oh, it's Wednesday. I don't know what it is because I did a really good job about remembering at the beginning of the year, my morning duty, and then my brain just reverted back to not having morning duty in my head. I don't know. I brought a delicious pasta that I wanted to tell you about for lunch. And it is like, I guess I think the recipe said like Mediterranean, but I don't think it's Mediterranean. I don't know. It is, I just made it with vermicelli and pancetta and garlic, pepper, obviously, peas, and then there's some lemon in there. I thought maybe something else, but it's really delicious and very like, it's a very light pasta. I'll try to link the recipe for you in the description box. I think it's perfect for like a lunch because it's not too heavy. Like, it's just really light and delicious. Today, really just at my most perfect time to come to school. I didn't take anything home last night, and I also was just very tired because I stayed yesterday until like 5, maybe a little bit after 5, painting my windows, but I'm really glad that I got my windows painted and done. It looks so beautiful, and I just am so excited to hear reactions of kids when they come in the morning, because when I had my like village scene on the windows, kids and parents would always stop and just comment on it and say how beautiful it was, and it was just such a nice, I don't know, just like a nice extra part of my day that I really enjoyed. So what I need to do right now is fire up my laminators. I have about 4 of them, and I want to start trying to knock out some lamination before my morning duty. I think maybe I'll leave just one laminator where my aide sits. We leave one plugged in because she laminates a lot of things for me. I just asked her to prep it by putting my sheets in the laminating slips for me so I could just feed it through 3 laminators running. Very helpful. I also forgot to show you some of the art that I got yesterday. Here's a picture of me. Here's another picture of me. 2 cutie little cutout pieces. This one's just a heart, but this one just says mop. And I said, why did you write mop? And she was like, I just wanted you to see how good of a speller I was. And she gave a piece of paper that said map to our aide. And if that's not kindergarten for you, I don't know what is. Okay, we have finished just in time. Perfect. Whoa. You can always tell when it's the end of the day. Woo! I'm a mess. So it's obviously the end of the day, and I was sitting here thinking about how I was gonna go home, and then I remembered that I had not vlogged the end of the day. I don't even think I checked in with you since the morning time. But today went so well. I feel like it was one of the best days. I didn't film a lot of, I'm just cutting some shapes for next week. I didn't film a lot of my literacy block today. I did film some book discussions because in the past when I filmed, I think I've mostly focused on showing you guys our shared writing. I figured I would show you guys some questioning strategies that I used to. And I don't plan my questions ahead of time. I think I talked about this. I used to, and I would if I was getting like observed. I would, but I don't on a day-to-day basis. Especially if you've read a book before, you can kind of anticipate what's coming. And even if you haven't read a book before, you can use that to help you make predictions with the kids. With no plants and no flowers, there's no what? Butterflies, and she misses them, so she's drawing a picture about them. But the rain washed them away. Did her solution work for very long?
No.
It didn't work for very long. May was tired of those boxes. Down below, people moved like ants winding through the streets. I want you to listen to this sentence again. Here she is looking out her window. Down below, people moved like ants winding through the streets. She lives in one of these buildings, right?
Yeah.
Is she on the bottom floor or near the top?
Near the top.
She's near the top. So when our author said that the people moved like ants down below, how were they describing the people as looking? Turn and whisper to your partner. What does that mean? The people looked like ants. My turn?
Your turn.
Was she saying the people were crawling?
No.
No? Why did she say they looked like ants? And what do you think? Could she see ants on the ground?
No.
She wouldn't be able to see them. She would be too far away. Why do you think she described people,
Because she
hold on, as ants? Raise your hand. Maybe because they're walking? Okay, what do you think?
and because she's really high up, and the people when they're down there, they look very small.
They look small. Have you ever been in a high building before?
I have. I've been in a hotel.
I'll show you a picture, but when you are really high up, you're really far away from people on the ground. And then the people on the ground look so tiny, like little ants. So that's what she said. So when May got to the park, is that what she wanted? No, what do you think she was expecting when she got there?
Trees.
Maybe trees. So once again, May got her hopes up. What did she do when she missed her garden first? What's the first thing she did? She
Moved.
But what did she do?
Colored.
She colored butterflies and daisies, but then they got washed away. What's the second thing she tried? A picnic with her boxes, but then what happened? Her dad took them, the apple tree fell over, that didn't work either, and then she tried to what? Go with her mom to the open space, to the park, but was that what she expected either? No, it wasn't what she expected. She drew a daisy made of pebbles. It wasn't what she was expecting. She was still not getting what she really wanted, which is a what? A garden. And then her hopes got up again. Then she followed the apple tree bird into the forest, but it was closed. So it seems like nothing is working out for her, but on this page we see her planting and we see it growing. Did this happen 2 minutes later? Was it just like this that this happened? No, time is what? Time is going, time is passing. How can you tell that time has passed between this picture and this picture? Private think time. Turn and tell a friend, how do you know? My turn? Who thinks they know how we can tell that time has passed? This isn't the same day. I don't even think it's the same week. It might be weeks later, but how do you know? What's really big? Yeah, the plant got bigger, and we know that growing plants take some time, right? That's a good observation. How else do we know that some time has passed? Is there another clue in these pictures?
Because days has passed.
How do you know? They didn't tell us that. Yeah, the backgrounds look different, so that could be a clue. When she first moved here, you can tell this is when she first moved there because there's what?
Boxes.
Because there's boxes. Where are your eyes?
You.
Here, she didn't know anybody, and on this page she has what?
Friends.
She has friends. So we know some time has passed, and we can tell, like I said, the plant has gotten bigger. Has time passed between this part of the story and this part of the story?
Yes.
Yes, how can we tell? Yeah, you can make an inference that she grew them. Do we know she grew them?
Yes.
We don't, well, do we know?
No.
We don't know for sure, but we can make a guess. We can make an inference that she did grow these plants because she grew this one. So where do you think she got the rest of these plants? Turn and tell your friend, where do you think she got those? My turn.
Your turn.
Where do you think she got all of these plants from? We don't know for sure, but we can make a good guess. Oh, maybe the forest. What makes you think she would have gotten these from the forest? Yeah, because that's where she got her first plant. And the first time she went to the forest, it was closed. Could she have gone back maybe another day when it was open? Yeah, she could have.
Those look like the same plants that were in the pot.
And they look like the same plants that she has at the end of the story.
Butterfly.
All right, can you put this book up, please? It's time for our writing. Long story short, I filmed some of a read aloud, but I did not film a lot of my writing just because I wasn't doing really any teaching. It was all mostly guided. So my first graders were working on their books with me, and my kindergartners were working on poetry, phonemic awareness with my aide. You never see me do phonemic awareness in my videos unless it's like in a small group because my aide works on that with kinder and first grade for like 15 minutes and they get it every single day. So I don't film it because I just have her do it and we use Haggerty, or she does a good majority of it, I should say. But anyways, I worked with first graders. My first grade students have already written their story, and today it was mostly just the final draft. So we did a few more edits. I asked them to extend some of their writing, but you guys, these books are so good, and I don't know what happened, what clicked with them, but it's incredible. And I think I even bragged on my kindergartners either this week or last week for how good they were doing too. I just truly I'm blown away. And of course this is all with me like sitting there with them, like make sure you go back and check what sound you know that makes this. It's going to be a little bit better than if it was 100% independent, but that's the point, seeing the best that they can do, and it was so good. I even had one of my students today bring me to actual tears because I was just so proud of him. Like I started crying because not only did he do his work, but he did his work and like sat there and did it, and he wasn't asking me every 2 seconds how to do something. It was phenomenal. And I had all of my first graders sit down and read me their book for Class Dojo so their parents could see it too. I need to ask my aide to make copies for me of some of their books because I want to use them as references, because that's a big thing that I noticed helped my kindergartners last year when I taught only kindergarten, was giving them references. So I asked the teacher that I taught with last year, Kenzie, I was like, do you have any first grade writing samples that I can show my kinders to show them what direction they're heading in? And that's something that I advise you to do as well, is if you have students who meet your expectations, just scan colored copies of their work and save it, and then when you go back and teach that unit, pull them out, show them real life kid examples. So I'm gonna do that, and that I think helped my kindergartners too, because when I was working with them last, I had shown the kindergartners what the first grade books came out like, and I think they were inspired to rise up and meet those expectations, which isn't that just the best? So I'm gonna save first grade samples and kindergarten samples because I obviously do not know in the future if I'll be teaching kindergarten or first grade or both again, who knows? But I am just really, really proud of my kids. And then we did math, and we're still doing graphing and math for first grade. I don't think I filmed any of this. It was very simple. We were graphing, we talked about tally marks again. And I think when I teach graphing next year, I want to make sure, I'm saying it in a video so I remember, I want to make sure I spend a lot of really good time on tally marks sooner in the year. I think I wrote it in my planner too. I want to make sure I get out like even the popsicle sticks and like work with them in making groups of 5, because some of mine were going 1, 2, 3, 4, or they were crossing the last one, or they would forget to cross. So it was just not a skill that we have really done a lot with this year, and that's on me. But I need to make sure for next time that I do spend more time on it. So those are just my thoughts. My kindergartners did our coding robot today. Oh, also, all my students loved the windows. Even a parent sent me a picture of the window, and she said, what did she say? You're such a sweet teacher, or something sweet like that, and that made my day too. And I feel like today was just one of those days where I had so many sweet moments with my kids, of course not captured on camera, and I have a terrible memory, but I just remember today being one of the sweetest days. Oh, one of my sweet little girls was saying that she goes home and she plays teacher, and I was like, I know, your mom has sent me a video of you before playing teacher where she's like copying me, and she was like, yeah, because I want to be just like you. I love you. And I was like, I love you too, my heart. It's just one of those days where I just am filled with so much love. Hello, good morning. Today is Thursday. You know, I'm kind of bummed that this week is almost over. Which, I don't know if that sentence has ever come out of my mouth before, but I am. I feel like we're having such a good week, and I'm kind of bummed that it's almost over. Okay, so today, what have we got going on? Same thing. I honestly am afraid I'm not going to get much content for you guys today because my phone, if you guys have ever experienced this, I need your help ASAP. My phone, I record a lot on, obviously, tons of videos. I ran out of storage, and like some of my apps were taking up storage, and that's fine. But it said a majority of my storage was being taken up by photos and videos. And I was like, okay, that makes sense because I'll record like 30-minute lessons at a time and then go through and forget to delete them. Well, I went through and I cleared all those 20, 30, 15-minute videos, and it didn't make a difference. And I deleted them even from the trash folder in my phone, restarted my phone multiple times. The number didn't even change. Oh wait, now it's different. Maybe it's still calculating. Maybe it finally just needed some time to clear all that out. I don't know. We'll see. I want to show you what I got from Amazon. It's a Montessori thing. Looks like this. I haven't linked in my Amazon for you guys, but it's like a little T number board, and when I teach my kids T numbers, I just teach them that the 10 is hiding, and so this kind of really helps with that concept because here's the 10, and they have them with 10s all the way down too, and you slide in the ones on top, and you can see that the 10 is like hiding. And I was looking, I think I might have even mentioned it in a vlog, but I was looking for something like this, or I wanted to make some kind of laminated thing, but this is so much better. I have this linked to my Amazon for you, for place value and for team numbers. John last night got me this huge thing of Mod Podge because I always need it, and I know you can mix glue and water. I don't have like one of those big jugs of like Elmer's glue though, and so I'm like, you know what, just get me the Mod Podge, it's fine. Just get me a step of mixing glue and water together. But if you didn't know, if you don't have Mod Podge, you can just take, it's like a 1-to-1 ratio of glue and water. You mix it up and it acts exactly like Mod Podge does, because I think this big one from Walmart was like $13. Here are those little wooden tiles that I'm going to use for our sorting things. So I'm going to Mod Podge clip art onto these, and we'll see how I like it. I don't know. I've never done this before. I feel like I've been buying a lot of things for my classroom recently, and I don't normally like buy things every weekend, but having taught my age group now, this is like the 3rd year teaching like kinder or 1st grade, very similar things. I'm like, okay, I kind of know what I want that I don't already. I know what things that I really want to make sure that I keep when I prep, all of that fun stuff. So this morning, I think what I'm going to do, oh, it's still so early. Finish editing a video because we had that rock, paper, scissors tournament yesterday after school, and I filmed it, and I'm making it like a whole production. Like, it's very like intense. I got a lot of B-roll shots and everything, but I filmed it on someone else's phone because my phone was having the storage issue, and she sent me like a couple at a time every few hours last night, the last one being at like 2:30 in the morning, so I didn't get that done. But I'm gonna go ahead and finish it now, and I think it'll be really cool to see it all together. Wish I could show you, but I can't. But I will check in with you when I have time. Hello, it's the end of the day. This is what I'm doing right now as I talk to you. My aide was helping me get some done at the end of the day. Oh my goodness. I take back what I said about wishing the week was not over, because Thursday happened and I'm ready. I'm ready for the week to be over. Good news is tomorrow will hopefully be fun. We've got lots of things planned. Today just felt like, honestly, a train wreck. And I try so hard whenever we're having bad days. I'm sure you guys are sick of me saying it, but like, I will always reset us. So no matter what happens, I don't care what time of the day it is, I will always reset, have a conversation, repeat expectations, and I'll even say, like, if we're having a bad day, can it get better? Yes, okay, you need to show me. We need to try. It's not going to be easy, but we need to try. But my kids today, honestly, it was mostly my kindergartners. It was just craziness. They didn't want to listen. They were talking over me. They were playing, putting hands on each other, and it just was, it wasn't our day.
That's gross. Can we see a video? Oh, that's gross. What is that? It looks like snow. That looks like a boat. Did he poop that?
Oh, no. Did you see where he pulled it?
That's awesome.
So we did centers. I pulled some reading groups for centers, and then I did a lot of individual ones because I realized I hadn't posted on a couple students class dojo in a while, and I wanted to kind of update the parents with just certain strategies that I'm using. So I'll record, I don't think I have anything for you, but I record like just a small reading with one of the kids, and I'll put it on their individual dojo, and I'll put like a comment that's like, we're working on looking at the letters in the word and not guessing the picture or whatever, you know. So I really wish that these wooden pieces that I got, I wish they had been smaller. I think when I buy another set, because I'm sure I want to do this again with other things, especially math, I think I'm going to buy smaller wood pieces because these are fine. I could have made the pictures bigger. I didn't really need the pictures bigger though. But you can just see like the stone part, this picture is like here to here, and there's just so much space. So it kind of bugs me. Some things you gotta let go. I also ran out of laminating sheets, so that's wonderful too. It's just been a day, you know? It's time for, we do it every day so we can be better readers and better writers. So if we need to what do you use? Use my mouth muscle. Why? It sounds right. If my eyes go on each other, to know what they look like. My eyes go on each other, to know what they look like. What do you love? Oh, I love to sing along. With what? With the secret stories of the alphabet song. Floor. Correct. Who are the main characters? May, Mom, and Dad. Where is the setting of our story?
City.
The city. Good. We're going to go through our story today, and we're going to do our craft today. We're going to paste the pictures today. So you're going to need to be able to retell the story by yourself. All right, Florette. Say, I can explain the main idea of the story. Go get water, please. The main idea is the most important thing the author wants you to know. So while we're reading today, I want you to think about why the author would choose to write a story about a little girl who moved and started her own garden. Do you know what you're listening for?
Yes.
The main idea. Say main idea.
Main idea
Is the most important thing the author wants us to know. So I need you to turn your listening ears on. Click, click. And I want you to be good listeners for those details because they help us understand the main idea. When May's family moved to the city, May wanted to bring her garden with her. Is that an important detail?
Yes.
That is an important detail because it tells us what
She
cares about, what she loves, right? We know she loves her garden because she wants to bring it with her. That's an important detail. But she can't because she's moving, and her garden probably wouldn't what? Maybe it wouldn't fit.
Because there's no dirt.
Yeah, because there's no dirt. Good inferences too. And when you plant a garden and you plant it in the dirt, how would you move it? How would you move all of that? You'd have to dig it up, and that would just be really difficult to do. Do you think May's parents are happy about the move or sad about the move? Happy or sad?
Happy.
Happy. Why do you think they're happy to move to the city? Oh, maybe they moved because they were in a small house. Let's keep reading. There's no room among the crowded buildings for apple trees and daffodils. Characters have daffodils are flowers. Yes.
I don't like we just put it in a cup and we just put water in.
Yeah, kind of like how we have the plants in our classroom. And that was her solution at the end too, was to use her plants in pots, right? But the rain washed them away. Characters have problems. Her solutions are not working. She's trying really hard to come up with a solution. Do you know a word to describe when you try and you try and you try? Can I teach you a word? Say persistent. Let's pop it out. Persistent. Persistent. 3 syllables. Persistent. When you persist, you try and you try and you try. For example, this morning, my friend was asking me if he could play with his putty this morning, and he was persistent. He kept asking me, can I play with my putty? Can I play with my putty? Can I play with my putty? He persisted. He was persistent. He kept asking me to get what he wanted. I didn't give it to you, but I do appreciate your persistence. And the daisies went missing. Why is the dad taking the daisies here? Why do you think?
Because it's the box.
It's the boxes, but why would he take them?
They need them for to get the stuff out.
Yeah, he needs to unpack to get the things out of the boxes. Okay, instead of finding the things on the floor, you can either go over there and sit, or you can sit over here. Or you could stand right there. Which one do you want to do? No, we're not doing putty. You can sit over there, you can sit over here, or you can stand. What do you want to do?
Stand.
You want to stand? Okay, that would be fine. Listen to the hum of the city and the rustle of a tiny bird. I want you to think of another way to describe our character May. We already said she was persistent, which means she tries and she tries and she tries again. But what else can you tell me about May's character traits? Character traits. Character traits. What else can you tell me? What do we know about May? She is what?
Sad.
She's sad. What else is she?
Frustrated.
Oh, maybe she's frustrated from trying and trying and trying and nothing working. What else is she? Okay, we're going to save that question. What else do you notice that May likes to do? What else does she like?
Chalk.
She likes chalk. She likes nature. She likes to play and discover. So you might say she is what? How do you describe someone who likes to draw and create things? She's creative. She's creative. Even when she goes to the park with her pebbles, what does she build? A flower, a daisy, right? She's being creative. So we know she's persistent. We know she's creative. How do you think May feels when she sees this forest for the first time? Private think time. What do you think she is feeling when she sees this? Think for yourself. Feeling, tell me.
Happy.
Curious. Ooh, good vocabulary.
Happy.
Curious. Happy. What else?
Surprised.
Surprised. I think so. Hopeful. Excited, right? This is exactly what she wanted us to see. And when we see her right here, her body is doing this. Her arms are out. She's looking up. She's in awe of what she sees because she's been longing for this. Her arms are out. She's looking up. We don't see her mouth, but it's probably like this because she's in awe of what she sees. She's relieved to find this spot in the city because why?
Because she loves nature.
Because she loves nature, right? On the very first page, did you hear what the author told us?
No.
When May's family moved to the city, May wanted to bring her garden with her. So when she saw this garden, she was what? Excited.
Surprise.
Yeah. Do you think her mom over here with her little, maybe that's a little sister? Do you think her mom over here is feeling the same way as she is or feeling different?
Different.
Different. Why do you think she's feeling different? Turn and tell a friend. Why would she be feeling different? My turn? So if you think she feels the same, show me same. And if you think she feels different, show me different. Wow, I see a lot of different. Who can explain why they think May's mom feels differently? Why do you think? Yeah, they're different kinds of people, right? What else? Because she's paying attention to something else, right? May, you can tell that May is interested because she's looking at it. What's mom interested in? The baby. Good. You're using the details that the illustrator showed you to make inferences about those characters. We can tell what characters like, how they think, how they feel, based on what they do. And right now, mom is worried about her little sister. She is not super excited to find this forest. If she was, what would the mom be doing?
Looking at it.
She'd be looking at it. Right. We're gonna make little flower pots. After you have glued them, you can do what? Cut this out. Do I want you to cut this out first? No. We cut the pictures, glue the pictures, cut the pot. Got it? Then after you cut the pot, nice and neat, I will give you your little sprout. Sound good? Get it? Got it? Good. Okay. Got it, good. If you are my director, I want you to hand out these papers. If you're my helper, I want you to hand out these. We had to pause to go to snack, and this is what the room looked like when we paused. Just a mess. So they're gonna come back and finish, and then we will do literacy and poetry. Oh, that's with. Good thinking. We're trying to write the word was. Say was. The pig was dirty. Do you remember how to spell it? Okay, we have a W first. That's right. Ooh. And the next sound is but it's not a U. It's a what?
A.
Yep, it's an A. So you can just write it right here. Put an A. Lowercase. I know it's hard. I don't want you to tell him. This is his writing. Thank you. Roll around. Short line down. Good. Was. What's the last letter?
S.
S. Good. That's the word was. S. Wait, I need you to write the sound you hear. It is an I. Good. Now you stretch it. Ready? Ride. Not to ride. Ding. Ding. Say ing, ang, ong, ong, ing, ang. Good. I was playing. Good. You wrote play. We need to add the ing. Go back and check your words. You know what's next. Go back and check. Say took. Say look. Do they rhyme? Yes, they rhyme. They're spelled the same way because they rhyme. Do you remember how to spell look? L-O-O-K. O can say right? Like took. So say took.
Took.
What's the first sound? Get your mouth ready for it. Yeah. Go ahead and put the sound. Horse. Good. I hear a secret in the word horse. Do you?
I have to draw it like that number?
T. Yep. Sound.
Or.
Or. Do you know that secret? Yeah. How do we spell or? Horse. H-O-R. Good job. Going back and check. My wife. My wife. Ing. Go ahead.
I-N-G.
I-N-G. You got it. Where's my blood? Oh, there. It's hanging up. Which one's gonna say st? Yep, that's right. Which one's?
S-T.
S-T says st. You got it. Did you finish? Love it. Say store.
Store.
What's your mouth doing? Oh, yes. Wow. Store. Yes, ma'am. Now, that O. Do we hear a lazy aw sound or a superhero O sound? Carpet friends. First graders cannot learn if you're being loud. Make it or. Who do we need?
Mommy E.
We do. Go ahead and put Mommy E at the end of that word. Store. Oh my goodness. And then go back and
Check.
Go back and check it all.
Is it spin?
Punctuation. So far today, we have been so crazy and so rowdy and so loud. I've had to give so many warnings to the class. I've had to repeat myself so many times. We're going to do our go noodle and then it is time to work. It's time for sentence. It's time to work. We need to make sure that we are in control of our bodies. I give you breaks. We're about to do a go noodle. That is your break. That is your time to get those wiggles out. Not when we're learning, not when we're writing, not when we're doing poetry, not when we're doing our read aloud. At the breaks. I give you lots of breaks because I know it's important for your little bodies. After our go noodle, we need to work. I do not want to have to give so many warnings to my friends. Wow, thank you so much for going right back to our center. Thank you to my friends who came in quietly. Thank you for getting started right away. Such leaders. I'm so proud of you. Oh, thank you for the flowers. All right, so this graph we're actually going to build together. And then tomorrow you're going to get to make a graph on your own. What is your favorite fruit? Where do I put my labels?
By the numbers.
By the numbers right here.
Yeah.
Is this where they go?
No.
No? Where do they go?
On the bottom.
On the bottom, right? Here, here, here. Yep, no, what's my first label? Banana. What's my next label? Watermelon. Apples. What's your favorite fruit? What are we doing at the bottom? Labeling our fruits.
Just go in one box.
Hello, good morning. Today is Friday. It is the most exciting day because I have an interview. It's for a first grade position. The principal seems so nice. I got here this morning. The first thing I did was went to my principal. I was like, this is the school that I'm interested in. He looked it up, was looking up the area, all of these things. And I was telling him this is what I'm nervous about. This is what I'm excited for. And he made me feel a little better. So here we go. That's all I can think about today. Thank goodness it's Friday. So if I get the job, which fingers crossed, you'll see a vlog right up here that you can watch and tell the whole story for. So hop on over and film that real fast. It is way in the future, March 30th, trying to get this video up, and I realized I forgot to close the vlog. So thank you so much for watching. Make sure you like this video if it was helpful. Make sure you subscribe and join the family down below. I love you so much, and I will see you in the next one, hopefully with good news.